thought I hit the record button, apparently not. So just getting out from the Squire. I'm going to go ahead and start the, I call it a dandelion tea that I picked from today. It's about 10:30 at night. I'm tired as hell. The girls wore me out. That shit was crazy tonight at the Squire. So I got a big stock pot. I'm going to do 2 gallons of, I'm going to try to make a 2-gallon batch. So I'm going to do 2 gallons of well water. So that's 1. And this will make 2. And I think I have about 2 quarts of the dandelion. I don't know if I said that or not. My ass is tired. I'm dragging. But I wanted to go ahead and get this done. So all I'm doing tonight is adding the water, 2 gallons of water, and my about 2 quarts of my dandelions. And I'm just going to let that steep and let all the goodness from the dandelion merge all together in this boiling water. So I'm going to bring this water to a boil. And then I'll get back with you when I get ready to pour the dandelion, and I'm going to go ahead and put the sugar in while the water's hot so everything will incorporate. Cheers. Alright, so I come up with a better way for this zesting situation. I wash my fruit. I have 2 oranges and 1 lemon. So I'm going to zest 2 oranges and 1 lemon, and then I'm going to juice them. That's working pretty good. I won't bore you out with this. I'll continue with this and then I'll get back with you. Alright, so I got my orange and lemon zest, and I'm going to juice them. Let's cut it in half. Put it in the juicer and go to town. That's 1/2 lemon. Water is about to a boil. I'm not actually going to boil up the I'm actually going to boil up the dandelions. I'm just going to bring the water to a boil, and then I'm going to add the dandelions in. And I think I'm going to use about I saw varying recipes. Some of them were like about 6 cups of sugar, and some of them were like 2.5 cups of sugar per gallon, and some of them were 3 cups of sugar per gallon. So I haven't quite decided how much sugar I'm going to do. I'm kind of leaning towards the 3 cups. I don't know, I think I'll just give it a taste once I get everything in, and see if I need to add more. I start with the 2.5 and then see if I need to add more. You're not doing it right if you don't fix your mouth with it. And I think the juice and the lemon zest, I'm not sure if I want to add that in hot or after it kind of comes back down to room temperature. I think what I'm going to do is put the dandelions in and the sugar in hot, and then the zest and the juice, I'm going to wait till it gets to room temperature, and then I'll add those. But it's about up to a boil now, and I think we'll go ahead and add the sugar. Well, at least hot enough to steep some tea and melt some sugar. I think I'm just going to go ahead with the 6 cups of sugar, because I won't add this in there till it cools down anyway. So we're going to go with the 6. I saw recipes where they put in the whole lemon and about 6. Also wanted to add tea bag. One tea bag. See the tea bags with the mouthfeel. Alrighty. So we got 6 cups of sugar, 1 tea bag, and I'm gonna turn the fire off. And we will add the dandelions. I'm just going to let this steep overnight, or just, sit overnight. And when it cools down, I'm going to add the zest and the juice. I don't suppose we need to miss the money shot of the dandelions going in, do we? Silly me. So dandelions are going in. All right. All right, so it's the next morning, and we're going to check on the dandelion wine, or the dandelion. I'm going to pitch the yeast today. So I've already added my lemon juice, lemon zest, and once it cooled down last night, I added it. I had this lid on loosely last night. So we're going to pitch the yeast, and I had to tweak the recipe just a bit. I added about 3 more cups of sugar, which made it like a total of 9 cups of sugar. and I added 2 more oranges and 1 more lemon. So 9 cups of sugar, 4 oranges, 2 lemons, 2 quarts of dandelion, 2 gallons of well water, 1 tea bag. And now we're going to pitch the yeast. And I'm going to do, I think about a half a, need some scissors, a half of, we're going to do a half of, teaspoon of wine yeast. And I'm going to do the primary fermentation in this 5-gallon bucket. And then I'll switch it over to glass. I think I'm probably going to let this set, I think maybe a week in the 5-gallon bucket. And then I'm going to strain off the dandelion petals and all the solid bits. So I'm just left with the liquid. There's one. That smells really good. And there is 2. We're going to give it a stir. You can really smell all the citrus and the dandelion. So I think we'll give it a good week. I'm going to put this, I don't have an airlock for this. I need to modify this bucket. But I'm going to put the lid on loosely. Let's have a taste. I think it's going to be good. Put the lid on loosely and let this sit for about a week. And then I'll switch it over. Y'all have a good one.